Well, I think he's here. In London.
London, sir?
12 million people. Easy to get lost.
Russian ships in the port, Russian planes at the airport, and lots of Russian friends everywhere.
Exactly.
Well, it'll mean a lot of checking, sir. Records, files, suspects, contacts.
I have a suggestion, sir.
Well?
Finding a needle in a haystack is really a matter of eliminating all categories except one. Whatever is hay can be eliminated at once. The metals remaining can then be sorted and classified, and the search concentrated on ferrous metal only. A needle among 50 million other objects is invisible, but among 5 objects or even 10, it's immediately apparent.
Snell, I've had a terrible day so far. If you're going to make it worse...
I was about to suggest, sir, that we use a computer.
And ask it where Richmond is.
Exactly.
On what information?
Well, we have a great deal in our archives. Suspects, sympathizers, records on possible sleepers, files, cross-indexes, Callan's talks, and of course my interrogation of him. But Mears is right, it would take a lot of checking.
Days, maybe weeks.
So we program the computer to sort it all out.
I'm not sure.
We tell it the names on our files, all the names, not just subjects, but contacts, witnesses, everybody he ever knew, anybody who's ever come to our notice. The computer cross-checks all that.
And?
And it might come up with a list of people likely to help Richmond.
We have a good chance.
How long would that take?
Oh, a good team could program it in a day.
Now, when I was in Washington, sir, the FBI computer could come up with half a dozen suspects out of millions in 6 seconds.
Yes, I never did like American methods.
But they work sometimes, sir.
All right. I'll set it up.
Do you ever get the feeling that human beings are becoming redundant?
You don't smoke, do you?
Certainly not.
Oh, please don't. It can cause her to have a breakdown. She's allergic to tobacco.
I'm sorry to land you with such a rush job, but we are working against time.
Yes, well, MOD made it very clear that you had top priority. See, I can't recall dealing with your section before.
We tend to work on a more individualistic basis.
Then they find that Edna can do in half an hour what it takes them 3 months to work out, and they change their tune.
Yes, but the only experience I've had with computers are with my bank statements. They don't inspire confidence, I'm afraid.
That's to say that the government doesn't share your skepticism. Edna has worked out the British entry into Europe down to the last ton of coal. It only took her 4 days. Shall we start?
Now, I've divided the information into various subheadings, male, female.
Why do you call it Edna?
Electronic Distributed Numbers Assessor. Edna.
Well, you realize that all the information you're feeding into her is highly secret?
She's no security risk, I promise you.
How long have you been on?
Well, she's already programmed with the information you supplied. Yeah, excuse me. I'll get this printed up.
This mustn't leave your hands.
It won't.
How many names have we got?
It looks like 9.
Will Edna remember them?
Edna remembers everything that I allow her to remember.
Then how much is that?
Not a thing.
Never?
Never. I don't want you on my back. Come on, let's get this printed up, eh?
All right, all right. So I talked to him at the safe house, all right.
We have 9 hours of tape, Callan.
Your orders, sir.
I didn't order you to like him.
Well, liking people or disliking people is something you can't help, isn't it? At least it's something I can't help.
We know that only too well.
The woman Flo, for example,
Killed by Richmond.
under orders,
As you would have done.
and regretted it afterwards.
He's very like you, Callan, in many ways.
I wouldn't let him escape.
No, I don't think you would.
Thanks.
But these kind impulses of you, Callan, they really are a problem. We must learn to control them.
Oh, come on. If I really wanted to help Richmond, I'd have gone to see a bloke called Peter Harris.
Did you know Harris before you saw Mears?
Mears? I haven't seen Mears.
Since when?
Since when have I known about Harris?
Yes.
Since this morning. I went round all the newspaper shops.
No doubt you had a reason.
Yeah, I had a reason. See, I don't like being given orders by a computer, even if she does appreciate me.
So you went round the newspaper
I went
shops?
round the newspaper shops.
All of them?
No, don't worry, Doctor. I'm not ready for your hands yet. Look, if Richmond's embassy wants to get him out, they've got to get a message to him, right? It seemed to me the best way to get a message to him would be put something in a newspaper. Possibly a Russian newspaper. So I went round all the newspaper shops that sell Russian publications. There are 7.
Go on.
New subscribers. Looking for new subscribers. There aren't any. There was one casual. He was after a copy of... Guess what? Crocodile. That is a Russian comic publication. I traced him.
Peter Harris.
Peter Harris.
Did you tell me it?
Mears, look, why the hell should I tell Mears?
Yes, sir.
Is Mears still here, Liz?
Mr. Mears left 15 minutes ago, sir.
Right, get on to coding. Tell them to get a copy of Crocodile. It's a Russian comic paper.
I know, sir.
Yes, everybody knows more than I do. We got a copy of the Harris file.
Yes, sir.
Bring it in, will you? Well, I think you'd better get on to him.
You want me to bust him?
No. Just watch and report.